The Book of Kaldoorin speaks of the Nawadan people in the small kingdom of Pivendale. All copies of the book were burned in the Dark Ages. All but one, the original. When Kim Evans found it in the Oxford archives, it was completely by mistake. She had ordered another book, Asmole 1131, but the Kaldoorin arrived instead. She sensed its magic and waited to get home to examine it. Her magic was a secret and could put her family in danger if it got discovered. The book was in a language she couldn't read, but changed to English when she touched its pages. An ornamented phoenix decorated the top of every page. Strange, she thought. The book started with the kingdom of Pivendale. She knew it as a nation of scholars, compassionate healers, and noble rulers. Fighters of the light, named after their magical swords that could cut through armour and helped them liberate humanity from oppression of all kinds. They were a legend to her. A legend because no matter how hard she tried, she never found a confirmed historical case that fits such noble stories. Yet here was the book, and written by a woman from the rebellious Nawadan people, which were a big part of Pivendale's story. Except the Nawadan woman told it in a different way, similar to the Irish song Skiberreen. The people of Pivendale came in the night, burned down Nawadan houses, killed most of the men and attacked women before marching the few survivors of all ages through the cold snow. Many died, others became slaves, like the woman who later wrote the book. Some escaped and tried to attack Pivendale, but the so-called glorious armies of Pivendale always won. Kim's world was shattered. If the story was true, then the humanitarian Pivendale she'd known was gone. In fact, it never existed. The next morning, she asked one of the Irish professors she knew about Skiberreen, but too many details didn't match. Who were the Nawadan? Kim wondered before going to sleep that night. The survivor's last words, written right next to the phoenix illustration on the final page, were, "From her ashes shall she rise again." Kim discovered the answer later, during a great adventure when she found herself sent back in time and saw the ruined town of Camelot and the nearby village both burnt by the evil King Mage Harthonon before Avalon's curse, many generations prior to the birth of King Arthur. The story was not exactly the same, but with the coming of King Arthur, a descendant to the slave, Camelot was rebuilt to a great kingdom.